All right, guys. So here we're working with power roots and special equations, right? So what we know here is that this -2, this means that there's two -2's, right? The exponents minus how many negative other 2's? 3. So then let's just get rid of the negatives. Negative times a negative is positive. This is a 4. So we have a negative times a negative is a positive. Negative times a negative is a positive. So 4 plus 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. That is how you do this one. Final answer B. Boom. All right. So these next ones, don't let the fractions scare you away. So it does seem like it's being a little bit more complicated. So let's just do the work first, and then I'll explain it. All right. So here we just had to break it apart. So where it says 4 to the -1/2, since it's a negative, it's going to be a fraction 1/4 to the 1/2. So then 2 to the anything to the 0 is just 1. So we get -1. This one here is 2. So this is just the same thing as making this radical. The 3 is on the inside and the 2 is on the outside. So this is just a 2 square root of 2 to the third power. And then here it's a negative again. So it's just 1/2 squared. So then we just simplify, multiply across to square root of 4. As you're going to see, it's just going to be 2 minus 1, 2 square root of 2, right? Because 2 times 2 is 4. And then that takes out a 2 outside. And then we're left with 1, which stays inside. And then 2 to the second power, which is 2 times 2 is 4. So 1/4. So 2/2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. All right, 1/4 plus 2 square root of 2. You can't do anything, so we just rearranged it. So then this is here 2 square root of 2 plus 1/4, which makes it C. Final answer. I know it looks scary, but wasn't too bad, right? Now, 10 to the third times 10 to the fifth plus 10 to the fifth all over 10 to the fourth equals what? All right, so let's do it. All right, so we have this multiplication here first. So 3 minus 4 is just going to be 1. So then we're left with 10 to the fifth plus 10 to the fifth all over 10 over 10. Right, so these cancel out. Like if you could imagine this, there's 3 10s, right? And there's 4 10s down here. So the same numbers cancel out, right? And then you're left with the 110. Okay. Now here, right, we have 2 10 to the fifth. So that means we could subtract that out, or not subtract, factor it out. And then we're going to be left with a 10 to the fifth. Let me backtrack here. Let's do it a different way. So what I can do, right, is I could break these apart. I have 10 to the fifth over 10 plus 10 to the fifth over 10. Sorry, a little sloppy here. 10 to the fifth, right? Because they have the same denominator. So now I could just simplify it just like I did over here, right? I have 10 to the fifth, so I have 1 here, and I have 1 here. 5 minus 1 is just 10 to the fourth, plus 5 minus 1 is 10 to the 4th. And then my answer choice wants me for it to look like factored up 2 times 10 to the 4th. And that is how I do this one, which is C. All right. That's it. Next one. Okay, so here to finish strong, right? 30 times 20 is just going to be 30,000 times 20 is 600,000. So 6 times 10 to the what number makes 600,000? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros, 10 to the 5th, which makes 100,000 times 6, right? So then we have n equals 5. Final answer 5. There you go. Now here, we just got to find the lowest common denominator, which is 36. So we just multiply 9 times 4 is 36. 18 times 2 is 36. Top and bottom. So I know I just did that audibly, but you get 8 over 36, right? 1 over 36, 2 over 36. Simplify, we get 11 over 36. So 36 over 36. Again, if you don't know where this came from, it's just the same as 1. Any number divided by the same number is 1. So then we subtract, we get 25 over 36. We simplify, right? Then we get 5. That's right. Yeah, we get 5, square root of 5 over 6. No, yeah, we simplify. Yeah, square root of 5. No, 5 over 6. By square rooting 25, we get 5. Square rooting 36, we get 6. And then final answer is 5 over 6. Boom, too easy. Here, the next one, we're just gonna flip this one again into negative exponent. So that means we flip it to the top. So just 2 to the first. So then we're gonna get 2 to the first here. And then 2 plus 5, since it's multiplying, 2 plus 5 is 7. Y to the third stays the same. And then we distribute this one here. And then we're gonna get 4 times x to the 14 times y to the 6th as our final answer. Boom. Got it? And that is how you do those problems. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Have a great, great day. Remember to keep it PG. Don't do anything rated R. Come back alive, guys. Come back alive.